those of us in this community. I do want to say that we've listened to John. He's come and talked to us. As a matter of fact, John, we had a board meeting the other day and one of the directors quoted from your book. So we're paying attention. We really are. And I know the community's paying attention. Thank you all for coming from the bottom of my heart. Are you ready? Great. John, without further ado, please come up.
Thank you. Well, truthfully, this is a great honor for me. I'm sort of reflecting back on old times, and many of the people that are sitting here, men and women of public life who have been working very hard on our behalf, and young athletes. You know, we did a lot of this stuff years ago, and many of these people on the stage gave, well, to use an honest word, they gave blood for the Olympic Games, and I'm very proud of their contribution, and it's great to see them here today, to be part of another wonderful adventure for the northern part of the province, and for the province and for the country. It's great to be here because I feel like I'm one of you, and you always make me feel like I am, and I always feel like I'm coming home. And by the way, this morning I had breakfast with my son and daughter and their 4 children. All, by the way, not that it's important, play soccer, which is very good. And my son said to me before coming here, he said, "Make sure you don't embarrass us." So I'll do my best. But, you know, sitting here and watching this, it's hard not to reflect and feel a little bit like an insider, like you know what's coming. And I think I kind of do. And I see this logo and mark, and you look at it and you think, well, what is it anyway? And it's a symbol. And it's a symbol that's supposed to speak for you when you're not here. It's supposed to say something profound about who you are and the organization that is behind it and the people it represents. And I look at it and I believe that what it will do over time is communicate to the people of the country and the province the spirit of the North and the spirit of the city, and that an incredibly great adventure is going to take place here. And that when you look at this, you don't just see it as a beautiful, colorful image and a brand, but you see it as something that you feel yourself, that you're proud of, that you want to be part of. And every time you look at it, it puts a smile on your face, and you say to yourself, I want to be one of them. I want to be part of this. This is so important. You know, before Prince George was awarded the Canada Winter Games, a person on the committee that was working with all of the communities to decide who would be the host asked me what did I think of Prince George as a host city. And the best way I could answer the question was to say, listen, all you need to do is go there and there'll be no more questions. You will just know that these folks will do the most extraordinary thing. And that every single person that lives inside the borders of this city will be part of this, they'll support this, they'll cheer for this, and they'll do whatever is necessary to make the Canada Winter Games the best there has ever been. Because every time the city of Prince George, in my experience, has ever done anything together, they've done a remarkable, remarkable job. So, and truthfully, you know, it's easy to say this because it is the truth. And one of the best memories that I have from the Olympic Games is all the way through the 2 weeks of the Games, I used to go around from venue to venue and finding people who had a volunteer shirt on. And I used to put my hand out and shake their hand and ask them where they were from and what they did and what did they give up to be a volunteer. And they had come from all over the country, many from here, and they would say to me, you know, this is what I do for a living, but I didn't give anything up to do this. This to me was a gift. This was something I wanted to be able to say about myself. And the time that I put in as a volunteer at the Olympic Games was the best experience of my life. And all my life, I will tell people how good that feels. And I hope today that as you see this, and just let your imagination run amok for a minute and think about what this is going to do for your city, that every one of you will go to that table and sign up and say, count me in. I want to be part of this. I want to be able to say that when these games were a remarkable success, I played my part. I did something for this. And not because they're asking you to do it, but because you should want to do it. It will be such an enriching, powerful thing to do. All of those stories from the Olympic Games are my proudest memories of people saying to me, you know, it caught me by surprise. It was a wonderful thing to meet people from all over the world and across the country, and to know that when my country and my province and my community needed me, I stood up and said yes. And you will feel so good about this. And I would say to my son and daughter, who are standing out there somewhere, you better lead the charge to the table when we're finished. But I would urge you today to look at this as one of the great moments in your history. And I promise you, because I know it came true for us, that as this evolves and you go down the road and you reflect back, this will be a moment in time for this city. It will be a moment in time where you will not just feel that you built great things and you did great things, but you will have a confidence and a vibrancy and a spring in your step that will never go away. And after this is over, nothing that comes your way again will cost you even a blink. That's the prize that there is in doing something like this. And thank you for having me here and for being a part of this. I'm so proud to be part Prince Georgian, or whatever it is that you call yourself when you're from here. It's a real honor. Thank you very, very much.